We're getting details of what Union Home Minister Amit Shah is likely to speak in Parliament. He will highlight, we are told, the integrated security grid that's been put in place. He will give details of the valor of our armed forces and especially our border guarding forces in the border area. He will also give details about India's biggest border evacuation that had taken place in the run-up to Operation Sindoor. He will cite aid to kin of those who were killed in Pakistan's firing and shelling along the line of control. And Pakistan has relentlessly tried to target civilians in India. And especially if you notice, there's a pattern to Pakistan targeting Hindus, Christians and Sikhs south of Pir Panjal, especially targeting a church, a gurdwara, a temple and other places south of Pir Panjal. Of course, they've killed people of all religions, but Pakistan Army has specifically targeted religious places of the Hindus, of the Christians and the Sikhs south of Pir Panjal. But that's one aspect. The Ambassador Dogra, merit in Dr. Jaishankar saying those who did not target Muridke and Bahawalpur after 26/11, and he cited an example of then National Security Advisor Shiv Shankar Menon saying we should target Muridke, but then government chose not to do so. And now not only Muridke and Bahawalpur targeted for the first time Pakistan's Punjab province, but across Pakistan from Skardu in Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir to Sindh Bulari Air Base, Pakistan was targeted, and Malir Cantonment in Karachi.
Well, Gaurav, you put me in a very difficult position. Both the former NSA Shankar Menon and the present Foreign Minister Jaishankar are my friends and former colleagues. So I would not like to get into their political ping pong. But what I would like to stress is that there are some questions that the people of India are still seeking. Government has done a tremendous job of repeatedly coming to the people through various spokespersons and clarifying what they think may be doubts with the people of India. But I'm just repeating what I've heard on the street or in society.
Of course.
And the two questions are, number one, why did we miss people like Hafiz Saeed? The second question that people have is, why did we abruptly agree to ceasefire? Did we certainly we inflicted a lot of damage, almost unprecedented damage after 1971 on Pakistani military targets, including their air bases. But could we have done a little more? Could we have ensured that the damage or the lesson to Pakistan was so complete that there would not be any possibility of their repeating the mistake again, and they are rushing to China and Turkey for supplies
to rearm themselves,
which seem to have started all over again.
Yes. Absolutely. Very important point, and a point raised by Gaurav Gogoi of the Congress Party, Jel Meston. If Pakistan was on a bent knee, and I have sources telling me that Pakistan was seeking a ceasefire, let them seek a ceasefire. Hit them harder. You know they're not anywhere close to the nuclear threshold. Hit them harder, hit them deeper. They've bled us for decades. Why were we so keen that, okay, you've hit us once, we will also hit you 1+. Make it 10+. Huh? Remember what late Sushma Swaraj used to say, ek sir ke badle 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Gaurav, in any war or in any conflict situation, finally the intent of the better side is to get the enemy onto the negotiation table. And therefore, in this stance also, the negotiation or the offer of peace came from Pakistan. That means they were on their knees and we had the upper edge or upper hand. And therefore, I also personally felt, even that day when we were on the TV channels, that the ceasefire just came so abruptly.
Yes.
We should have exploited the advantage. You know, military exploitation of the advantage should have been there to our end. We should have at least had some negotiation to extract from Pakistan that they will cease this act of terrorism against India. So we have actually played into an enemy's hand by not taking out our advantage, what we had the advantage, and if they were not relenting, we should have continued to bombard everything of theirs, including we should have launched the Navy, because this was the most appropriate and opportune time to hit the enemy so hard once and for all, so that next time he should have thought 10 times if he has to attack India on any kind of a terrorist attack.
Gopal Krishna Agarwal, you must respond to this. You must respond to this. This is, and please understand, this is the country that believes you were hitting them. You were hitting them hard. Brilliant. Hit them harder. They've bled us for decades. And how long will our country suffer this Prithviraj Chauhan syndrome? You let a Mohammed Ghori go, he will come back and kill you the next year.
No, Gaurav, we have to understand that I am not a defense expert or military expert, and the Prime Minister has said that it was the military armed forces, those they had to decide on the things. It is the DGMO decision. Definitely government has aligned with it, but the thing is final decision was of the armed forces, one thing. Second is that it is not only military effort that is important. Along with that, we have done about the Indus Water Treaty is also an important issue for India. It was an opportunity that's what utilized. At the global level, the issue of the terrorist activity, identification of Pakistan with the terrorists, etc. is also important. The thing is, second is
like China, Turkey. Sir, you have to understand, countries like China and Turkey and Azerbaijan are still standing with Pakistan, and the same Turkey had contracts at 9 airports in your country.
With Pakistan, Gaurav, just today only. They are standing with Pakistan since long. There is a marked difference in how we deal with China. If I quote something, then you'll say why you go to history. Border roads are not built because Chinese army will come inside India. Now, almost more than 16 border roads have been completely built, and China has got a fitting response to their actions in Doklam and in Ladakh. So the issue, and we know how Aksai Chin history is there, what Dalai Lama issues at Tibet issue was there. We were the first to recognize Tibet. Why we did this? So the issue is we are moving in a way and changing our stance and changing our response to China, Pakistan, even Turkey. The first their trade interests have been completely demolished. So the thing is, geopolitics, geoeconomics, strategies, water, all these issues together, we have to look into it.
Fair enough.